I'm KurtSchemers. Every day, fortunes are gained and lost in the financial markets. News, trends, and even geopolitical events shape your financial landscape. Join me and my expert guests right now on Traders Nation. Welcome. You are tuned in to Traders Nation. Thanks for making some part of your day. Don and I got a fantastic show. Hey, Dr. Bob Nelson, he's going to be with us today. 1,001 ways to engage employees. We're going to be talking about how to grow the business is to grow your employee base and how critical it is for employers to recognize employees' accomplishments. Plus, got a brand new list coming out here today. Cannabis, certainly a big thing growing out there in the industry. We're going to be talking about that. Plus, we're going to be talking about our towers. Towers are back on our list. We're going to give you some updates in that area. So guests, stocks, and a whole lot more. Stay tuned right here to Traders Nation. We'll be right back.
Traders Nation. If you promise not to tune out, we promise not to talk about you while you're gone. Traders Nation. Traders Nation. Get Pro Online DVD Trader today. Whether you're an experienced trader or just beginning, you'll improve your skills dramatically. Click on the Knowledge Center button to order your copy today. Traders Nation. Delivering what you want when you want it. Traders Nation. Traders Nation. Live.
It's on the whole time.
Bringing traders coverage of the markets, solid trading strategies, potential hot stock movers, world-class guests, informative callers, and unsurpassed market chatter for traders to take all the way to the bank.
You guys got some great stuff coming out. I mean, the great station.
Stay on top.
This is always changing. It's always fresh. Something new.
Stay tuned in. Traders Nation.
There's always something to look forward to.
Clearly, you can hear the difference. Traders Nation. It's the Traders Nation Network.
Hi, I'm Steve Forbes, and you're watching Traders Nation.
Steve Forbes. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you can get our interview with Steve Forbes about the flat tax revolution over at tradersnation.com or over at our YouTube channel. Wherever fine programming is found, you can find that, right, Don? Google it, whatever you need to do.
That is correct.
Don, we've got a brand new list here today talking about cannabis. Huge emerging market, has been for a little bit of time, but will continue to emerge as a big player out there in the market. Don, your thoughts on all that stuff?
Well, get your pencils out because here are the symbols.
Yeah.
Let's talk about CGC, Canopy Growth.
Yeah.
And that's one of the stocks that we're adding on our list here.
Yeah. Let's see.
And that is that's one of the Canadian pot growers. Yeah. And there it is. That's one symbol. With that stock's trading at around $50 a share right now.
Yeah.
Now, needless to say, we have to talk about TLRY, TLRY, symbol on that.
Yeah.
It's trading at about $129.
Yeah.
Now, it's up $15 today. This is the company that Constellation Brands has made an enormous investment of about $4 billion. Yes, that is correct. $4 billion with a B, Constellation Brands is pouring into this company, betting and also diversifying at the same time that this marijuana business is around to stay. So there's two symbols, and we can continue with the others as well.
Yeah, we sure will. Don, I got to tell you, this, a tremendous amount of wealth is being created with the cannabis industry, and we'll see how, if the feds will ever come down and decriminalize it, if you will. The states certainly have. That would be another huge move, probably in the industry, without a doubt. A catalyst, if you will. But CGC is the ticker on our list here today for our first cannabis stock. CGC is Charlie Golf Charlie, Canopy Growth Corp. Like you said, Don, currently trading right up here at $49.70. 7 million shares exchanging hands today. This is above its average daily volume, so there's a lot of stock exchanging hands between traders here today. 5.9 million is the average volume on this one. So the stock hit some resistance right above itself here at $55.80. The support is going to be around $48.30 on this stock. We're seeing what's going on here, and perfectly okay, Don. It's some profit taking going on. It's like the third day down, but nonetheless, you got to find these support, you got to find this resistance, and you got to find out, get in when you feel that you've seen a reversal on either one of those. Okay, John. CGC is the ticker symbol on that one. Don, your thoughts on that?
Well, interestingly enough, now this stock trades on the New York Stock Exchange, and that by itself tells us that it's a little more difficult sometimes to trade on New York as opposed to NASDAQ or the OTC bulletin board, certainly on that.
Yeah.
So CGC seems to be one of the leaders in the business, and this is a Canadian company.
Yeah.
And this is one of the stocks that is trading very nicely here. And look, these stocks have exploded.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why they've exploded is that Canada is about to legalize pot and marijuana, cannabis, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And that is going to be taking effect on October 17th.
I see.
So they're going to become one of the first, that will be the first G7 country to do so. So that's interesting.
Yeah, not surprising that Canada's taken the lead on that, without a doubt. And then also not surprised that a lot of Canadian companies are involved in the cannabis market. All right, not only in Canada, but here in America, domestically. Okay, CGC is the ticker symbol for that one. Hey, Don, let's talk about CRON, C-R-O-N, Cronus Group. Currently trading at $11.34, 5.4 million shares exchanging hands here today. Another stock trading well above its moving average here today. Trading well above its volume here today. Stock hit resistance at $13.87. Support here at $9.35. Don, your thoughts?
Okay. Cronus Group, C-R-O-N, for those that have their pencils out, down 4 cents today. More modest price, trading in here at $11.09 today. This is a Toronto-based pot company, marijuana company. We'll get technical here.
Sure.
And it's a little bit soft today. And a few of these marijuana stocks are soft today.
Sure.
So Cronus Group is another one of these Canadian stocks. And this one trades NASDAQ. C-R-O-N.
Yeah, C-R-O-N, CRON. Okay. CRON is the ticker symbol for that one. If you brought your charts up, certainly you'll see that's trading right here. It's 21-day moving average. And again, support around the $9.35 range. Not suggesting it's going to go there. Just saying that I think that's where the support is at. If you also look at some of these charts, folks, you'll see that recently CGC and CRON and others that we talk about had this long sideways lateral movement that was going on. And then all of a sudden, recently, within the last month, they all went parabolic. So, yeah, there's some profit taking going on. They created new support levels, and we'll see what's going on here, especially with these two. Don, your thoughts?
Well, you got to keep an eye on it. You got to get your pencils out, take a look at the charts.
Yeah.
Do your due diligence on the company.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the next one. Get the pencil out. ACBFF.
Excellent. Okay. Aurora Cannabis currently trading at $9.13. 6 million shares exchanging hands here today. Average volume 3.6. Again, this volume is like just about more than double. Okay, it will be by the end of the show for the day. A lot of trading volume going on. And let's talk about volatility, Tom. We have to let folks realize that even if it's trading at these elevated levels, you got to watch out for volatility. If you bring your charts up on these, you'll see a lot of it. Buying, selling, buying, selling. These traders are trading this like crazy. They're buying the dips, selling at the highs, certainly. Another example of volatility here. Big swings in intraday trading, especially on ACBFF. By the way, that fifth letter indicator, you're going, hey, wait a minute, it's got 5 letters. That fifth letter, F, indicates that it's a foreign company trading on the American exchange, okay? F is the last ticker.
This is a company, ACBFF, Canadian company. Coca-Cola, K-O, that's the New York symbol for Coke.
Sure.
Talking to this company about making an investment. And obviously, if Coke were to decide to invest in this company to get them into the beverage business with this marijuana, the stock's going to explode. So this is one that you want to keep an eye on.
So what's really important here, and folks, you may be seeing that we're framing this. There's this theme that's being framed. And as more companies get serious about these cannabis companies, it's a big deal, isn't it, Don? And that's what's moving some of these cannabis stocks quite handsomely. When you got
Well, sure. We were talking pre-show, and I think I sent you a note on this, that auxiliary industries, the beverage industry, the pharmaceutical industry, the fertilizer business, the plant business, all these companies that have been around for decades are looking at this business to find out where the fit is, because make no mistake, this is obviously, it goes without saying, a growing industry.
Right, exactly. Transportation, you name it. Any type of support industry that's gonna come into the cannabis area, they're looking to see what their fit is, isn't it, Don? Okay?
That's right.
And then you've got acquisition possibilities. You've got ETFs that are being started out there on the cannabis stocks. A lot of this is legitimizing the area, the space, the industry. I think, Don, if the feds come in and chime in on it and says, listen, okay, you're going to be okay, I think that's going to be a catalyst for this industry to really boom. It's booming now, but I think it really would take off so much larger if the feds came in and gave everyone the okay. Then all these supporting companies can come in and say, okay, I'm good, I'm not going to run into any issues, then we can enter, right? Because they're very conservative on their thoughts and processes. All right, let's move on to towers. SBAC, SBA Communications. Oh, Don, we're out of time. All right, we'll shotgun. Okay. Don, we'll shotgun on the other side. Coming up next.
That's right.
We got Dr. Bob Nelson. He's with us here today. 1,000 ways to engage your employees. All right, help people do better of what they do best. We're going to be talking about that and a whole lot more. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Traders Nation salutes America. Stay strong, stay proud, and stay in the green with us. Traders Nation live, bold, and packed for profit every weekday morning. Traders Nation live, bold, and packed for profit. Sign up today for our weekly HTML newsletter and check out the Traders Nation store for products to enhance your stock trading day. Traders Nation, what you want, when you want it. Traders Nation.
Hey, Jeff Carlixia here from 38 Special, and we're rocking it up right here with Traders Nation.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, welcome back. You are tuned in to Traders Nation. Dr. Bob Nelson's running along on a radio interview, so we're not going to have him on today. We'll reschedule with him, but that's okay, Don, because we got a ton of stocks to talk about here today. Certainly towers. Before the break, we came in and talked about SBAC, Don. SBA Communications currently trading at $158.59, 79,000 shares exchanging hands here today. Don, we haven't talked about towers for a little while, and certainly it behooves us and our viewers and listeners to get updated on what's going on. SBAC trading at its 50-day moving average and right at its 21-day moving average. They're like right together, okay, and has its sights on its 200-day moving average to the upside. Bring your charts up on SBAC. Don, your thoughts?
Well, you pencil these stocks in, keep an eye on them. SBAC Communications, this is a Boca Raton company, and this is one of the leaders around the world in towers. And don't forget, for those that are listening, and we've talked about this before, every cell phone call that's made has got to go somewhere, and they go across these towers. And these companies that are in this business, and by the way, there's a limited amount of companies that are in this trade, and here's one of them, SBAC Communications.
Yeah.
And, I have to keep in mind these are all real estate investment trusts now.
Sure.
They've been real estate investment trusts for a while, and they all pay dividends.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And the dividends is nice little icing on the cake, especially if you're a long-term stockholder, okay, for some of these. And certainly depending on your investment strategy, that may be the case. But the dividend's nice, Don. I like those dividends come in. It's like it's like an extra treat. Depending on when they pay them out, monthly, quarterly, yearly, what have you. All right. SBA, keep it on your radar, Don. No doubt about that. Hey, Don, CCI, Crown Castle International is the next one on our list. Currently trading at $109 here today. 396,000 shares exchanging hands here today. Average volume on this one, 2.2 million shares. So it's got a little bit of ways to go, but by the end of the trading session, Don, it reaches its daily volume. Without a doubt, this is a channel play. If you bring your charts up on this channel play, it may be of interest to some of these in this particular area because the crossover to the upside is going to be happening. 108.03 is the support level. I'm not saying it's going to get there, okay, because that's about $1 away. But certainly check it out. Bring your charts up on it. Keep it on your list, Don.
Okay, Crown Castle, another handsome company.
Yeah.
Domestic company only.
Yeah.
Not an international play. Now, about these tower companies as well, what you have to keep in mind is 5G is exploding. And 5G means more towers. The towers will be much, much smaller and more localized.
Yeah.
And you can bet that all these tower companies will be in the business, CCI being one of them.
Sure.
Nice trading channel.
Yeah.
Get the chart out on this one. Another one pays a handsome dividend. Crown Castle International.
Yeah, I like it. And let me emphasize once again, I'm liking the way we're seeing some crossovers, MACD, we're seeing the momentum, we're seeing money flow, we're all these indicators that I use to find stocks that potentially have some upside to it. That's what we're seeing here forming today on CCI. All right. AMT, American Tower, always on our list, Don. Let's bring everybody up to date on that. $143.80 where this currently trading at right now. Unfortunately, it broke through its channel. Remember the Don we were talking about, because we're chartists, AMT has this beautiful chart where it's in this channel. I mean, like a heartbeat, man. And unfortunately, it broke through its channel to the downside. All right, so we're looking at this. We want to see some support at this 200-day moving average on AMT, which you can find that around $142.30. Again, I'm not saying it's going to go to 142.30. That's where its current support level is at. We'll keep an eye on AMT, Don.
Well, on AMT, Boston-based, once again, to repeat myself, a REIT, it pays a handsome dividend, leader in the business.
Yeah.
They just appointed a new president. The old guy's retiring.
Yeah.
And once again, this is an international company. This is one of the mainstays in the business.
Yeah. And to reiterate, these these companies, these tower companies, are carrying the data. Today's data or technology and tomorrow's technology, they're going to be carrying it. Very important. This is an infrastructure that's in place that carries that data. They've been around forever and a day. These are legacy companies, most of them. And so these are tower companies, are data moving companies, but also because, think about this, folks, because they're tower companies and because they're REITs, they own that property that those towers are sitting on. So it's a land play too, Don, right?
Well, they've all tried to monetize the value of the real estate.
Sure.
That's why they're real estate investment trust.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to talk about that little one, the UNIT group?
Yeah, let's talk about that Unity group. What's going on with that here today, Don?
Well, it's trading at around $20, $19.75. Now, this is a stock that we introduced to the audience. I don't know, it's about 3 months ago now,
Sure.
maybe longer.
Yeah.
UNIT. This is a Little Rock, Arkansas company.
Oh.
And this company has a 5G tower that they are selling. So they're on the list, and it trades at around $19.75.
Yeah.
It was up around, I think, close to $22. Got hit a little bit.
Sure.
And here it is trading back up in this range.
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt. So, again, Don, like Don said, we brought this to our viewers' attention. What was it, fourth quarter of 17, Don, I think it was?
Yes.
And stock had a nice move, like Don was saying, up to $22 range, okay? Had a little bit of sell-off going on in the last month or so, okay? But nonetheless, holding right here at $19.75, like Don said. What was it, like $16, Don, when we first bought it?
Something like that. I think it was closer to 14 when we first did it.
Was it? Well, $14? Yeah, I have to look at my notes. Certainly, it's been some time ago. But, yeah, nice move. $14, $16 up to the $22 range. Some profit taking going on there. Why not? That's what it's all about, right? Don, if you don't lock in some profits, you can't put bread on the table, and that's what it's all about. Unless, of course, you're long term. Then your bread's down the road. So nonetheless, Unit currently trading here at $19.75. UNIT, another tower that's out there on our tower list. Certainly should be on your list also. Bring your charts up on that. See what's going on with UNIT, Unity Group. Done?
Well, UNIT hits.
Yeah.
Look, there's not a lot to cover with some of these tower companies. They're tower companies. Somebody's got to carry the traffic.
Sure.
Barrier of entry into this business is extremely high.
Oh, boy.
That's why you don't see a lot of companies piling into it.
Yeah. Well, and here's a couple things, too. And the barrier of entry is high because the infrastructure has been in place. And where else are you going to go, right? I can see maybe another way satellite. I don't know if the technology is there to move it like some of these towers move it. I don't know. I'm not an expert in that area. That could possibly be one way. But this is an infrastructure, folks, that's been around, a legacy, if you will. It's been around forever and ever, okay? This infrastructure has been in place. So barrier of entry, very difficult. If you want to get into this space, maybe an acquisition would be the best bet than trying to acquire the land and put up the hardware to move some of this data, across the United States, every which possible way, okay? Tower should be without a doubt on your list, and certainly, Don, what else you want to talk about here today?
Well, let's talk about my favorite square.
Yeah.
SQ. SQ.
Let's do that.
52-week high. Stock is strong today. Just pull the chart up on that one. And here's a stock now that's trading at around $97.67. SQ is the symbol on that. Now, this stock has been recently upgraded, and even though it's at a 52-week high, some of the analysts are saying, believe it or not, they put a $125 price tag on this stock.
All right,
so it's
awesome.
Trading in here at around $98.
Okay, so price target of $125 by the experts in the industry, not by us certainly. SQ, put it on your radar. Payment processor, Sam Quebec. All right, coming up next on the other side, Don and I, we're going to shotgun a stock out for you. You're not going to want to miss that. Stay tuned right here to Traders Nation. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You are tuned in to Traders Nation. Don, I want to do a quick mention about Pro Online Trader DVD. Listen, man, if you're listening to the show today, thanks, appreciate it. But if some of the things that we're saying about moving averages, support, and resistance, candlestick chart patterns, if it doesn't make sense to you, man, if it's like Greek, get a copy of Pro Online Trader DVD. Now, I know you would probably expect, man, I don't have a couple $100. Guess good news, it's not going to cost you a couple $100. We're talking $29.95 plus shipping and handling. And you can get a copy today. TradersNation.com. Click on that more button at the top, and you can get your copy. Plus, you can get some free tutorials over there. Kick the tires before you buy it. All right. Hey, Don, I want to get back to cannabis. So, since cannabis is new on our list here today, certainly a growing area, we got the small cap area too. Cannabis is very, very high in the small cap area. And there's a lot of stocks we're going to be bringing to our viewers and listeners' attention in the small cap area too. But you got to remember, folks, volatility is extreme, whether it's small cap or it's on the NYSE or NASDAQ or wherever, okay? So, Don, your thoughts?
Well, in the marijuana trade here, you're right. There are a lot of smaller companies that are trading publicly, most of which are trading OTCBB, and then, of course, we have a lot on the pink sheets.
Yeah, all right.
Now, for those viewers and listeners out there that want to follow this business,
Don,
I have a symbol.
Yeah. Don, do you own any stocks we talked about today?
No.
Okay. I don't either, folks. They're not buy or sell recommendations. Sadly, we're out of time. We'll catch you on the next edition of Traders Nation.